What is going on out there, guys? Hope you're having a great day so far, wherever you are on the planet at the moment that you're watching this episode of What's the Right Shot. I've got two things for you today. Actually, number one, I want to give you a little tip on when you guys are playing in the I formation, and specifically the server's partner, a really important component of trying to disrupt in that I formation when you're the server's partner. And then we got a real beefy episode of What's the Right Shot. I mean, there's so many things to pick out in this upcoming episode. I think that you're really going to love it. So here it comes. Okay, guys, what I want to show you before we get into this episode of What's the Right Shot is a little something on this I formation when you guys are playing I formation. And specifically, if you are the server's partner in this I formation, even if you just stay here, if you don't cross over, if the sign that you've given your partners you're to stay, you've got to at least throw in a fake poach. And the reason for that is to try to distract the returner. And so if you look at this, I mean, you got to put yourself in kind of the returner's mind, right? What's he thinking when he sees, if you time this fake perfect and he sees you move out towards the middle? And I love what Chris does here. See, Chris doesn't serve and then immediately go over here, right? Which would give it away. I mean, that would give it away to the returner. And in fact, what Chris does is he comes around behind me for just a step or two, which really now confuses that returner, but it's really this fake poach that makes the returner think maybe you're going, and then they try to lay it back there behind you. And so I'm not saying it works this perfect every time, but it does often enough to where you've got to make sure when you're playing that I formation that you're always faking or you're moving. Okay, all right. If you're the service partner. Okay, in this episode of What's the Right Shot, yours truly with the serve. My partner is Chris Morgan. We got Paul Wolf returning serve, and Paul's partner is Len Wofford. And let me take this back here because I want you to see what a smart shot Paul plays off this return. It looks pretty simple, but here's what happens. This is a second serve that actually jams him a little bit. I mean, he's doing the right thing, right? He's trying to come in behind it, maybe playing a little approach shot down on my feet, but I kind of jam him. He gets a little jammed here, and this makes it tough to take it back cross court, and he plays a smart shot. He lobs up the line and starts to approach, knowing that even if it's short to Chris's backhand, Chris is not going to be able to do much with that, right? So he plays this as his approach shot, and all I'm thinking here now is I just want to get this ball up and deep. And now Chris and I are both coming in. Chris has to play a tricky half volley. I'm going wide in the overhead, and now I got to play this forehand volley, right? So I'm going to stop the video right here. And the reason I'm saying right here is Len's racket way down bottom left-hand corner. And so if you're me, right, what shot are you going to play in this situation? And then where are you going to move to next? So what I want you to do right now is pause the video and then go down below in the comment section and let me know what's on your mind. What do you think is the right shot? Go ahead and pause the video. Okay, you are back, and I am going to start this from the beginning, and here we go. Second serve, great return to serve, high and deep. In fact, you can even see the follow through here of my lob. One of the things that some players do is they sort of flick at this rather than really smoothly stroke the arm all the way up into a nice high follow through, so that you get much better control of that lob. Now, I knew when I played this shot that it felt like it was going to be deep, right? Let me get this. This is taking too long. I knew when I went back here and played this right here. You can feel it, right? On the string bed. This is not short. And I think one of the things that Chris would probably say is, you know what, with his back to the net, it's tough for him to really sort of get an idea of my lob. He's just assuming it's going to be short, right? Well, at this point, I felt it's deep, and I'm right now, I can even see Len backing up, and I'm starting to move forward. I'm going, Chris, let's go, man. Come on in, right? So I would say that if Chris had been in sooner, that this would not have been a tricky, it would not have been a tricky half volley for him. He would have been up at net and been able, maybe to do something a little more offensive with it. But as it is, gets it back in play, and I'm just trying to get the ball in front of Chris, and here we go, right? So this is where we pause the video, somewhere around here. There's Len's racket, way off the court. I'm sure a lot of you said drop volley, and now that I look at the video, I mean, that would have been the obvious shot, right? A little drop volley, except I am pretty far back here, right? So I'm in the middle of the court, almost behind the tee, and I play maybe one of the dumbest shots in the history of tennis, which is I'm going to go back behind Paul, right? Well, if I don't hit a clean winner, what's the problem here? Yeah, I'm kind of hung out to dry. And I'm starting to panic at this point, and I'm going, Brent, you better get your butt back over there. And I get fortunate that, Paul doesn't go really up the line with it, but plays it inside, gives me a little backhand half volley. And thankfully, we're at least back in the point. So I'm looking to stick the volley, not this one, but this one right here from Len. I got ahead of myself. Sorry. I know what's coming. So here's the volley. I'm really looking to try to get this thing into the alley with some pace. I probably could have gone here in the middle and down at Len's feet, but this is the shot that I chose. And I do stretch out Len, and we get a short ball, and then Chris is there to clean it up. So guys, what I want to hear down below, what I want to read down below in the comment section, any more comments or questions or feedback after you've seen the finish of this point, we'd love to read it and respond to it. I'm going to replay this point in real time and then do some slow-mo. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed today's episode of What's the Right Shot, along with that little tip on the I formation, and specifically what the service partner needs to be doing, how they can disrupt, how they can distract that returner's return. And, one of the things is that doesn't always work out the way it did in the video, where you get sort of a forced error. But the thing that you do is that you create distraction enough with that fake poach, whether it's in the I formation or whether it's in the standard formation. The fake poach by the service partner, lots of times, it just slows the swing down of the returner and makes the server's transitional shot a whole lot easier. So make sure, if when you're that service partner, you're just not static and standing still, okay? Two things. I want you to make sure that if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, that you are, so that you get notified whenever I publish or upload a new video, a new tennis instructional video. The way you do that on this video somewhere, and YouTube keeps moving around, but there's a subscribe button. Click it, and you'll automatically get subscribed to the WebTennis YouTube channel. And then thing two is your second server, whether you're playing singles a lot or doubles a lot or both. I mean, seriously, the old adage, the old saying that you're only as good as your second serve could not be more true. If you're throwing in double faults, obviously not good. But if you're also just pushing a second serve in there so you don't double fault, not that much better, because you're really giving the returner the advantage in that situation. What you need is that high bouncing. You don't need a massive kicker, but you can eventually develop one. But you at least need a really high quality topspin second serve that does a couple things. Number one, it gets high over the top of the net, creates safety. The spin from the topspin helps bring itself back down safely inside the service line. But the best part is that it's got a nice high bounce and does not give that returner any kind of advantage. I've got a free course, my entire topspin serve course, which is titled How to Quickly Crack the Topspin Serve Code. There's a link down below in the description area. Just click the link and you'll go to a form where you can get this course for free. Just put in your first name and your email address, and I'm going to get you all hooked up with this course. So guys, hope you enjoyed today's stuff. Get out there today, wherever you are, and make it, and help someone else. Have a great day.